Good morning, Fire Resources on the Bootleg Fire. Adam Coley, Plans Chief with the Alaska team. This is the morning briefing for Saturday, July 31st, 2021. As a reminder out there at those camp locations, if you could, please mask up around your counterparts and friends around you and keep your distance if possible. Fire size this morning, 413,562. Containment's up to 56%. 1,918 personnel at a cost of $70.6 million. Incident objectives have not changed, but please review those in the IAP before getting started this morning. And we'll start with Carriage Shoal operations with the current situation and plan for today.
Good morning, folks. Last night was a good night out on the fire. We got a lot of mop up and patrol, securing additional line. And so night shift did a really good job in there. Up in Kilo Lima, Mike, they're getting around the dozer line, around the round butte up there, working in that area. They're concentrated a lot of their work up on the brow, getting some good secure line in there. They did experience some interior burning, so it's still active in there. If you look at your IR maps this morning, you'll see where the concentration of heat is, but there is still some scattered heats up in that Lima Kilo country. Break. Some crews went through, walked the line that's being put in, Lima Kilo line. Things are looking good in there. And again, some trees are torching out at night. Thanks for sending in your weather observations. Much appreciated. Over in Juliet, secured and mop up along the power line there. And again, experienced some interior burning around south of DP 1000. Let's continue the good work in both of those branches, branch 1 and branch 2, as far as that northern perimeter. Over in India Echo last night, again, patrolled, mopped up, hand crew gridded south of 631, 3 miles. That's all that ratty burn, so good stroke there, getting some boots on the ground. We'll continue that effort today along with the efforts of completing the dozer line to cut off the fingers. Break. And down in Charlie, they're reporting last night that the contingency line on 3372 to 3380 is complete. So good work in there, getting that finished. We continue with the mop-up patrol in that the big C out by Old Trunk staging area. So continue that good work today, and the rest of the division will be, the rest of the branch through Gulf and Whiskey will be mop up and patrol. And again, all divisions reported some interior burning last night. So let's make sure today we're continuing to secure, bolster our lines. We're anticipating some winds later next week. So take care of each other out there, continue the good work, and have a great shift.
You? All right, good morning everybody. Chris Fulton, Senate Meteorologist Trainee. So we did have a few showers that lingered over the eastern sides of the fire. Overnight, basically Charlie Echo up into India. Really not much in the way of any accumulation, and thankfully no lightning strikes out of any of that stuff yesterday evening or overnight. Break. We've seen RHs recover mid-50s to low 60s this morning across much of the fire, so that's some good news there. In terms of today, we do expect additional showers and storms to form this afternoon. May have a few lingering showers this morning, so that's maybe one little small pencil change there on your IAP. A few lingering showers over the eastern side of the fire this morning. Break. We do have that red flag warning in effect still for today, 1400 to 2200. Again, that's for that lightning over the dry fuels. Certainly if you get under one of those thunderstorms, you're going to get some pretty decent rains. Outside of it, not so much. Break. And finally, just to let you know as well, those gusty winds from those thunderstorms, we'll have to watch those, so keep a heads up on that. And leaving you with one little thing to think about for the middle of next week. We are starting to see some signals that we may see some gustier winds coming in middle of the week, Wednesday all the way into Friday. So just a heads up on that. We'll certainly keep you updated with any specifics as that gets closer. End of report. Thanks.
Morning, Chris Moore, Fire Behavior. Interior burning is going to be the continuing theme for the day today. Heavy pockets of fuel could cause single and group tree torching if they're under those trees. Break. The thing you should pay attention to, if that interior burning for some reason becomes exterior burning, that's where the problems lie. Anywhere where fuels, weather and wind and topography align, you can see rapid rates of spread and increased spotting, greater than what you've seen in the last couple of days. Have a good shift.
Good morning, Brian Deck, Air Operations Branch Director Trainee. Today on page 36, the 220, we do have 0 November Whiskey will be leaving us for a borrow to the Ochiko to help support a fire that they just busted yesterday. 6 Chicken Killer, or CK, is over helping ODF south of Medford, so don't expect them to come assist with anything you have on the line. Break. Additionally, yesterday, interagency email was solicited, which is an accident prevention bulletin, discussing visibility during fire suppression operations. Helicopter operations, visual flight rule is limited to flight during daylight hours and only under visual flight rule conditions. Minimum's half mile, so keep that in mind when requesting rotor wing aircraft. Obviously, light wing or light fixed wing and air tanker operations require further distance visibility wise. Got to see the drop, got to see the exit. Keep it safe out there.
Morning, everybody. Tom Greeling, safety trainee. A couple quick driving pointers for you today. You get ready to get in your vehicle and move. Just do a quick survey around the vehicle for safety. Use a backer where you think you need that, and think about your headlights, your seat belt, and your windshield. And especially at the end of the day, there where that sun's on that perfect angle. If you have any dirt on your windshield, it's gonna create problems for your visibility. Thanks, and have a safe shift.
Morning, Meredith Lund Medical. Today is brought to you by the letter E. E is for an emergency. When you have a medical emergency on the fire line, it's important that you get the medical help that you need as quickly as possible. Many times you'll hear on the radio a medic saying, en route to drop point 30, or staged at drop point 90 for the day. And your first thought is, why do those medics talk on the radio so much? The reason is that we're tracking them on a large map in communications. When you have a medical emergency, we're going to get you the closest people as soon as possible, but we're then tracking people on the map so that we can send you the additional resources that you need. So, when you are using the medical incident report on the back page, you give us the information that we need so we can get you the help that you need. Stay safe, have a great day.
Hey, good morning, Adam from Plans again. I'm going to talk DMOB once again with the volume of resources we have on this incident. It's important everyone's familiar with the DMOB instructions and the DMOB schedule break. Both of those items can be found on pages 48 to 50 on today's IAP. One thing I would like folks to check is the times for DMOB. Because we have virtual DMOB and it's done by telephone, we've scheduled times for folks DMOB. You'll find that on that DMOB planning calendar there in the IAP. Please respect those times. It's going to help us out to handle the volume of traffic coming through DMOB. Lastly, plans representation out in camp. As a reminder, we do have Peter Buteri down at Bly Camp and Brandon Padron up at ZX Camp. to assist you if needed. So go ahead and find those guys if there's any questions about anything plans related. Have a great shift.
Hey, good morning, Mariah Lee Reed. We have a big transition with our resource advisors right now. A bunch of them are timing out and some new ones coming in, so just keep an eye out for that. We'll make sure they're connecting with divisions and getting you that intel that we need. And please make sure we help each other out. If you see something they can do better, let them know, and vice versa. Thank you.
Good morning, Chuck Russell, Incident Commander Trainee with Alaska Team. Every day we put together a plan, and it takes a lot of work. It comes from the information that's provided by each of you out on the ground. It comes up, and every section has input into this plan. We spend a lot of time on it, trying to make it good, trying to make it useful so that as you go out in the field each day, you've got good, clear direction. One of the things that happens, though, is we start talking about that plan. We start talking about hand crews and helicopters and engines and different individual pieces of equipment. Greg? When you do that, it's sometimes easy to think of it as a simulation or something that's not quite tangible or even real sometimes. But one of the things that I wanted you to know is that we as an incident management team recognize that there are a bunch of individuals on there. I've got a daughter that's on the Tamarack fire right now. I've got another daughter that's also a firefighter. Break. And I sure as heck would hope that the leadership where they are would to take that into consideration and put them in the very best place. We talk about the resources and the values that are at risk. We talk about the houses, we talk about the archaeological sites, we talk about the timber, we talk about all the values, right? But in the end, our incident commander, Norm McDonald, has made it crystal clear to us as an incident management team that you are the most important thing that we have out there. So that's what I ask of you today as leaders on this incident, those that are planning, those that are implementing, and those that are doing, that we recognize that. The most important thing out there is our firefighters. Thank you and have a good shift.
All right, that concludes morning briefing for Saturday, July 31st. Those of you out at the camp locations should have another local briefing following this one with some specific logistics and operational information. If you are unassigned, go ahead and see one of the branch directors out there. And if you turn your radios and cell phones off for briefing, thank you, but don't forget to turn them back on. Have a great, safe shift. Take care of your brothers and sisters.